Alright, let's do something a little different. Maybe. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. If you like these videos, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. It really, really helps the channel. Alright, now for something a little different. So, we got new posts for this, for our Game Boy Color. This stuff finally cured. So one part just slides in. Let's go back to this. Easy to see. One part just slides in right there. Just slides in like that. Say that and yep, just push straight down. Tap that in and then that should be in there. And now we need to desolder that wire I put on there. And I had put solder mask on the other side of this. We need to wick all this off. Put a little flux on there. Get all this off of here. You can see I used a little bit. Maybe a little bit too much. Whole bunch, for sure. So, what I do need to do, I need to make sure I'm getting in here, getting that cleared up, because if I don't do this, I will not be able to get this cable or get this battery connector in. The other thing I'm going to need to worry about is going to be the speaker circuit, because from what I can see here, the speaker circuit is just dead. Alright. So we're going to put this in there like that. So let me force this thing into here, and then we will plop a bunch of solder onto the other side. Alright, let's get solder on that. Alright, solder's in. So, here's what I'm concerned about right now. I'm pretty sure, now that we got that in, that should be fine. Let's straighten these up so that they actually fit in there. So, this circuit for this speaker goes this, the positive comes this way. I need to see if this positive plane is still connected to that. Let's do some probing real quick. So we're gonna put a probe. It's actually worse than I thought it was. This thing might actually just be toast. Let's do something a little different. Just going to come down here very gently. That corrosion. Yeah, this is pretty bad right here. Unfortunately. I don't know how much metal is actually there. A little bit there. Question is whether that actually connects to anything. No, this side doesn't. So I might need to just relocate that. I don't know what's holding this thing onto the board anymore. Is it just corrosion? Might have to use that, the grinding pen. And there's like nothing left of this thing. Like even with low melt solder, this thing is not budging. So what I see other people do with these on the internet is, actually, you know, let me put this on an angle so I can get a different look at it here. Where are we? We are here. They're just generally like ripping these off the boards. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Because, yeah, this thing is just, it's not moving whatsoever. So this is actually, it's actually a good thing that that happened. Because, yeah, these pads were gone. So if I can... Let me clean this up a little bit. Yeah, I'm actually... Yeah, this one, hilariously, after all that, the pad still... Yeah, obviously the pad still came off with it, but... This pad came off, this one didn't. It's like, great. So that was... This one was completely just like effed. So what I need to figure out is where this goes. Pretty sure it's this, because this is separate from here to here. Let's find out. So this has to go someplace else. There's nothing for us to see underneath here. This is the positive pad. This is the negative pad. So right here should go to ground. So getting a wire to the bottom of this thing is fine. It's figuring out where the other end of this pad goes. Which it looks like it might be this right here. So I'm thinking it's this. So this is the ground plane that goes to here. This wire, this trace that's running this way connects to here. So I can do this. I can do this. So all I need to do is get this connected to there with a wire. So I'll run a wire over to here, run a wire from there to there, and then we're gonna glue. We're gonna glue. Okay. All right. So let's look at this, because now we need to get this stuff off of here. So let's clean this up. A lot of corrosion on there. All right. So here's what we're gonna do on the bottom of this. Let's get a good grip on this. Starting to get my second wind for the day. Try and get as much of the corrosion off the bottom as we can. That out of here. Let's see if we can get this off without burning anything. That's gonna be rough. So how do we think we're gonna be able to get this off of there? Because I don't wanna have to order another one of these again. But you can see just how bad this was. So that side we got off, which is good. There we go. That worked better than I thought it was going to. That's the pad. Alright, so we know that's... Let's try and get that cleaned up a little bit too. Oh, no, it's fine. Hey, that's why we're here. We're here to answer questions. We're here to help. That's the point of this whole channel, is helping everybody. The point of my whole business is to help people. Just want to help people with computers, with their problems, with that they're having with their technology. That's what I want to do. Yep, phones, tablets, whatevs. All right, let's try and do this. That looks this foot looks real bad. I just want to see if I can tin that foot. Unbelievable. All right, let's get the micro wire. So micro wire and see if this will work. Well, I've never tried to do what I'm actively trying to do right now. So this is one of those, hey, first time for everything kind of deals. What are the odds that I'm gonna be able to just stick this on here? Very low, apparently. Let's put some more. Just put some more solder on there. I might have to use the thinner wire. Also, why hasn't anyone said Flux is your friend recently? You're sitting here and watch me struggling dry. Look at that. Instantly we got good beads. So let's see if we can do something with this. I might do. Do you have a small rubber band, Angeline? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this rubber band, I'm going to put it around this. I'm going to go like that. And then we're going to tighten this rubber band around this to hold this in place. So now it's held in place and I don't have to worry about holding it anymore. It'll rotate back and forth a little bit, but that's a heck of a lot better, and I can use both of my hands now without having this thing bounce around. So, and then to move it, just because I'm going to try and do this side first. Problem is it's not sitting flush anymore, so... That should be... That's connected. Let's do the other side now. Same deal. Alright, so we need to set that off to the side. We gotta get another piece of wire. Same dealio. Alright, so we have this monstrosity that I just made. So we're going to position this here. Right, so we got our board. I'm going to position it here, kind of where it was. We're going to put a little glue down. And I'm just going to bend these wires in such a way so that we can do things like this, where I can now just run this wire over here, use a little bit of solder, and that should be reconnected. And I will use some, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do this. So that this side should be good. Let me hold this down. I'm gonna need to bend this almost immediately right where this is. I think this just broke. Yes, it did. Here's what we're gonna do. Do what I probably should have done in the first place. Use the other wire. My giant concern right now is that I don't think this thing has continuity after all that. I have continuity to here. We're gonna hope. We're just gonna hope. Yeah, and we know this speaker's in pretty bad shape. But I'm looking for right now, I had another speaker for this, because when I ordered them, I had to get a lot of two. And there it is. I have another speaker. And the other part of this, who knows what other damage has been done to this board, so. Alright, let's see if this thing works. Yeah, there's a good chance that this thing doesn't work at all, but I'll just probably end up keeping it as a donor board. Kind of like what Carrion just said. Alright. Well, it's working, but as expected, we don't have sound. Like, what are the odds that wire that I'm using, that this wire is just too thin? So I want to check out the rest of these, see if all the rest of these buttons work. Yep, Pokemon Red. For all I know, that capacitor is actually bad. So everything else about this is working. So let's get this thing apart again and check that out. Yeah, 100%. I just don't think it's making continuity. Or if it is making continuity, it's not making solid continuity. Or it's something else with it. Or it's like this. The potentiometer is effed. I never did check this thing to see if it was actually, you know, shorted. Yeah, it's still working. It's still working fine. Like I said, I think the problem is that this isn't getting it to here. This should be able to touch that wire and actually, like, have something. U3? What's component U3? Oh, you know what? That's the other thing I always forget to check. This thing. Because if that has corrosion on it, which it does, then it won't work at all. Forgot about this. Because, like, their smart idea was to get from here over to here, you have to go through this. Yeah, I always forget about that. See what kind of shape it's actually in there. Well, that's pretty bad. Yeah. I have a feeling that this was underwater, at least partially submerged at some point. Like, I'm so close to this thing working. Like, everything else works. Like, I'm tempted to just remove this jack entirely and just bypass it, which is a thing you can do. Because what I need to do is I need to see which side of this goes to this. Yeah, I think this thing is actually straight effed. I'm getting nothing on either of these. So there could actually be more damage that I don't know about. Because this is supposed to be connected to, I believe, this one. Or this is supposed to be connected. Never remember. And all the metal for it, because there's metal on this side too. Like, it could just be completely and utterly just gone. That's the schematic. So where's the speaker? Speaker goes to, here's the phone jack. So one is supposed to be the ground. Yeah, I think this thing has way more damage down here than I can deal with then. Like, just like a simple fix, you know what I mean? Yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna remove it. Alright, so this is left out, that is right out, and then, yeah, so that's 2 and 3. 1 goes directly to 5, goes to this, 5 here, 3 should go to 3, no, that's not how that works at all, this is 1. Where does 1 go? 1 should go to ground? That's not making it to ground. So 5 goes to this thing somewhere. So that goes to there. That goes to there. This should go to here. Yeah, because this goes to here. That goes to there. That goes to there. Okay. So 4. 7, 6, 2, 4, 3, 2, 10. Wait, don't tell me. That's EM5. Oh, there's EM5. There's like nothing there anymore. That's still connected. Well, where does this go? So 1 and 3 were connected together, or is it 1 and 5? Very confused. That, yeah, you can see that one. That goes from there to there. So with this, do you think this is like this is just left and right? And then I could just run something to here and then something to there? That'd be nice. Just don't understand the whole point of this switch. Yeah, so
the ground, which is one of these. At least it should be one of these. I don't understand why I don't get anything off of ground on this. Unless it was getting its ground from 1. 4 shouldn't be ground. P5 is also a ground. So confused. So SP is the speaker out. And all we're looking to do is what? Connect one of this, like this to that? That's all that thing did? Where is the other end of this thing? So this, I should run a wire to that and then it'll just work? Because all this thing does is just move it to ground. So then what would the other end of this be connected to? Because there's nothing else going to speaker out, which is pin 3 on this thing. So I'm assuming that that's coming through the board somewhere. It is kind of confusing. Because it should be this. All right, so that is connected. So I'm going to connect, yeah, both of these are connected to, that's connected to ground. These are connected to this. And both of these are connected to pin 3, which is a speaker out. Because looking at this, 1 is the switch, which is supposed to go to P5 ground. So this, if we bridge to that, no, that couldn't be right. Because the thing was this side. It was this thing. So this was here. I understand the speaker's a dedicated line, but unless there has to be something that's closed for it to work. Because if you have something plugged into this, it works. Like it bypasses this. If you don't have anything into it, it's supposed to make contact, and when it makes contact, it's supposed to pass through. All right, so what I need to do is I need to run a wire from this trace that doesn't exist anymore to there, and it'll work. But this goes to where? Because I can just run a wire from wherever that goes. So I can run a wire from there, from right here to right here, and that should work. Because that's all that switch did, is it connected this to this. That's the same. I guess we'll give this a try real quick. He says, knowing full well it's not going to be real quick. We're going to go from there to right there. I love you.
Love you too.
See you tomorrow. So now we should have... Do I need to run a wire from here to here? Because these two spots should be connected now. Right. So this was connected to this. Just connected to this. Alright. I gotta do one more. I'm understanding what's going on now by looking at this schematic. That schematic you linked, Master, is very not helpful. But that's not your fault. It's just terribly confusing. Like, the more I look at it, the more it makes sense, right? Alright, let's see if I've shorted this to the point where it doesn't work now. There you go. Now it works. So that was it. So now... everything works on it. You can hear it. That's all you have to do. I feel like it's a little quiet compared to the other one. Now let's compare this audio to the other one. Because I had to do a very similar repair on this other one. About the same. Yeah, I'd say they're about the same. This one might be a little bit louder. I always forget that these things aren't backlit. You know? Yeah, thanks for hanging out with this, guys. Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow again. Thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. And you guys... Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked that video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I stream daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/SpecVengeance. And yeah, if you want to learn more about my services, check out Bradenton PC Repair.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.